Hi my loves, I wasn't really intending to film a video today, but I still felt drawn to make this video because this needs to be addressed, because this is coming to me over and over again. Like, how much longer do you think I should be affirming? Because I have been affirming for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, and most of them are robotically affirming. They are mentioning robotically affirming. I don't know why they are doing that, and none of them are my clients. And but they have access to my number, okay, because they kind of contacted me. So, and then they come charging at me, that's the kind of energy, that's the tone. Like, how much longer should I do this? Because there's no movement in the 3D. And I really felt that this should be addressed, because you need an understanding on why you are affirming. So you are tired of affirming because you've been doing it for a month or two and you're like, oh, there's no movement, and then you come charging at a coach. How is the coach responsible if there is no shift in your identity? You are not affirming to get anything. Technically you are. But from a manifestation point of view, you are affirming to become the person who already has the desire manifested. So you charging at me like, I can't do this anymore. How much longer should I be doing this? Don't. Please don't. This is not an angry coach telling you don't. No. I am in complete understanding that you're functioning from a mistaken identity, from the ego, which is making you feel like, okay, how much longer? Like, this is not even working. So stop doing it. You know why? I'll tell you. Because you're not doing this for anyone. You're not doing this for me. So if you do not want to affirm, stop affirming. Because you do not understand it yet. You haven't absorbed it yet. And I don't even know why you guys mentioned robotically affirming. Why are you even robotically affirming if it's not working for you? Start consciously affirming. And you're not doing this for me. You're not doing this for anyone on this planet. You're doing this for yourself. You're not doing this for your SP. Your SP does not give a damn whether you're affirming or not. Because if he or she did, then you would not need to affirm. Please understand. You're not in the identity of the person who your SP wants to be with. And that's precisely why you coming charging at a coach like, okay, I've been robotically affirming for a month with no result, is redundant. Most importantly, you're wasting your time. That is what is irritating me sometimes. You have fallen for the ego, you've fallen for the fear, you're constantly affirming and checking the 3D whether it's working without even understanding why you are affirming in the first place, to shift your state of being. So you coming charging at a coach is evident enough. It completely clarifies that your energy, your identity hasn't shifted. So if you want to stop affirming, please stop affirming. Now, for the ones who want me to expand on this a little more, okay? What is affirming? Affirming is thinking, and you cannot stop affirming even if you want to. But when a coach asks you to affirm, a coach is asking you to intentionally think, intentionally choose your thoughts, deliberately choose a set of thoughts or a storyline which aligns you to the reality that you want to be in. That's affirming for you. Affirming is intentionally thinking a few thoughts, deliberately thinking a few thoughts, so that your embodiment, your identity dominantly shifts to the one who you want to be. Affirming is intentional thinking when a coach asks you to do it. Because you cannot stop affirming, because you cannot stop thinking. You can reduce your thoughts, but you will still have thoughts. You will still have thoughts that you are dwelling on, which means you are constantly affirming. So I can't affirm, you can't stop affirming. You cannot. And most importantly, you have the time to dwell on crap, but you do not have the time to dwell on stuff which makes you feel better about yourself right now. Fair enough. My job is to free you from what? From all the identities that are limiting you, making you feel powerless and making you feel like a victim. That's my job. I am making my sincere efforts constantly. However, if your ego is so high that you are refusing to absorb it, that's okay. You have my understanding. I completely get it that you are so drenched in your ego that you are refusing to absorb something because you feel, no, this is not going to work. Your ego has convinced you. Fair enough. But let me tell you something. As long as you're functional in this body, you will be affirming. You will continue affirming. So whether you do it intentionally or whether you do it on autopilot and feel like a loser and feel victimized for the rest of your life is a choice that you have to make. So please don't come to me and tell me I can't affirm. Please don't. I am just a coach. Forget about me. Even your SP does not care, trust me. Why? Because your identity hasn't shifted. Your identity hasn't shifted. You're affirming for yourself so that you become the version whom your SP wants to be with. You're not doing it for your SP. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for yourself. So if you're tired of affirming, stop affirming and then continue affirming on autopilot all the crap that you have been doing all these years, which evidently did not help you. Because if it did, then you would not be running from page to page and coach to coach, telling them, oh, nothing is working. So evidently, you haven't succeeded where you wanted to succeed. So take charge, take responsibility of your awareness, of what you put your awareness on. Take responsibility. And I seriously intend in this video, through this video, that you learn to separate yourself from your ego, from that mistaken identity which is making you feel that nothing is working, though you have been doing everything right. If your identity hasn't shifted yet, you still have to persist. That is it. Because if you're charging on somebody, if you are cribbing, if you're complaining, you are definitely not the version whom your SP wants to be with. Definitely not. Because affirming is something you cannot stop doing. When I ask you to affirm, I ask you to intentionally affirm, because affirming is intentional thinking. You do it for yourself. You don't do it, I don't know what to tell you. And I'll repeat just one line here. I seriously intend, once again, that you learn and absorb and then learn to separate yourself from the mistaken identity, to disentangle yourself, to remove yourself from the version of you who's constantly complaining and accusing people of their affirmations not working. I seriously intend peace for you, because somebody who is in peace does not go about charging people on why their affirmations are not working because they have been doing it for a month. You've been thinking crap all your life and you cannot invest more than a month on this. That's on you. If you do not understand the energy that I come from, I suggest you go to some other coach. However, I will still maintain you are affirming only for yourself, not for me, not for your SP, not for anyone else. You're doing it only for yourself so that you get into the identity of the person who has the desire manifested, so that desire comes to you. Intend that was helpful. Thank you so much. Bye.